This is the second screencast on how to create a video project using wevideo.com. In the first one, we talked about how to capture and upload your project, your film footage, things like that. In this second one, we're going to talk about editing the film. And what that means is learning how to split or cut all unneeded footage, how to build transitions into the footage that you do want, then eventually how to add audio, balance it, and add some special effects. Today, we're just going to talk about getting rid of all that unneeded footage and building transitions into the footage that you do want. In order to do this, let's open up wevideo.com. When you open up wevideo.com, to edit a project you've already uploaded footage to, simply find the project, options, edit video, and very shortly you will see it will come up. Your timeline of video footage will be there, as well as all of your footage. Now, I've added a couple black slides, and I'll explain why in a little bit later. The first thing we're going to talk about is cutting your footage. So cutting footage is essential because right now I have about 1 minute and 40 seconds worth of footage, and I only want about a minute long presentation for this video project. So there's definitely some areas I can get rid of some footage. So for example, after previewing this first clip, I've seen that the beginning of it is too long. So I know that in the first 10 seconds, I really don't need that footage. So I'm going to go to the 10-second mark, and I know I don't need this, so I'm going to split using the split tool. Click on the footage I don't need, and delete. It's that simple. I just click the delete button on my keyboard. Now let's say there's footage in the middle of your clip that you don't want. For example, let's say I don't want this police officer coming around the corner so quickly. I'm going to split and then get to where he's done coming around the corner and split again, and now I've created this new media file in the middle of the clip and delete it, and it is gone. So using the split tool is very simple to use when you want to edit your footage and get rid of the unneeded footage. For example, in this clip I have way too long of a hallway shot, and it takes too long for the actor to appear on screen, so I'm going to get rid of some of that. So let me do that, get rid of some of my unneeded footage, and by the time I return, you'll see this entire video line will be no longer than 1 minute long. Alright, we're back, and as you can see, I've cut all my footage, gotten rid of the stuff I did not need. I'm under 1 minute, which is perfect. That's right where I want to be. So in terms of editing film, that's exactly what I did. Split all unneeded footage out from my needed footage. Now all I'm going to do next is build transitions, and that's a very easy process on wevideo.com. You will see there's a tab here called transitions, and under transitions there are a variety of different types that you can use. Various animations, textures. I'm going to stick with some real simple standard transitions, a crossfade and a cross blur fade. In order to see what these look like, you simply click on the one you want to look at in the preview window. It'll show you what it looks like. So for example, I'm going to want a crossfade between this first scene and the second scene, and all I'm going to do first of all is zoom in a little bit so I can see exactly where to place it. Click on it. I'm going to drag it and hover it right over the transition between the two scenes. And now, if I press play, I should be able to see a nice crossfade. And there it is. Now if I want to put a cross blur, for example, between these two scenes, I can click cross blur, drag it in, hover it over the two scenes, and now I've got my blur. That's very easy thing to do in terms of putting transitions in, is to use these fades. Now one of the things I don't like about WeVideo is you can't start with a fade in. I like starting my movies with a fade in from black. So what I've done under my files, I've uploaded a black image. I simply just went to Google Images, typed the word black, found an image of all black, and saved it as a JPEG. Otherwise, you can also go into Microsoft PowerPoint and create a slide that's all black and save it as a JPEG. This is the Google image I have, and this is the PowerPoint image I have. It's essentially the same thing. All I'm going to do is bring it down to the beginning of my timeline. Notice it comes in first. All my footage comes in afterwards, and then I can go back to transitions, put in my fade, so that way the film starts from black and fades into the footage. Let's see what that looks like. That way it's a little easier on the eye for the audience member. Okay, I'm going to put in the rest of my transitions here, and then the next time I see you, we're going to talk about audio and special effects. I thank you for watching this and hope it's been very helpful for you.